Hey, what's up my dubious divas, your boy Moist Mercenary, and today we're back with the Starfall wheel, a wheel drawn by my good friend Daybreak Fox and modeled by yours truly, Moist Mercenary, right here. I am so proud of how this came out. This is probably the best looking wheel that I've modeled, partly to myself, learning how to model and being alright at it, I'd say, and Fox being such a great designer for parts and wheels and such. You can see here that crazy upper slope. We sort of have like a dip down here that leads into that big upper slope, so like it's sloped in two different ways, if you can see what I'm saying. At least I tried to get that effect off, you can see there. And it should have a good bit of smash and upper for handling any type of opponent. So let's go ahead and get it into the scale real quick to see how much this bad boy weighs here. And that should say 47.57. It is intended to be a bit lighter, but again, I use cheaper, heavier steel. It should be like 2 grams lighter if you were to use pure steel, but that costs way more. So I just got it in the what was this, like 10 bucks this wheel cost me to get in this material. So yeah, gonna go ahead and bring in the performance tip as well, because this is a custom thing also modeled by my friend Fox. And so this is the circle coat sharp, which is a pretty cool balanced tip, more of an aggressive balance type tip here. So very cool. Let's go ahead and get it into the combo it's meant to be used in, along with the opponents it's going to be fighting. So here we go, and goodness, is that not just gorgeous from the top view? Sure, the yellow is a bit unsightly to some underneath all that from the CH120, but he specifically requested I use the yellow one. But just look at the beautiful jewelry clear Fox wheel with the nice blue faceplate at the center of this beautiful, beautiful wheel. I cooked so hard on this. You guys gotta give me props for that. I did so good. Along with Fox for designing the bay, of course. So as usual, bringing in the opponents, I've got Big Bang Pegasus, who is a gold standard here. If you could beat him, you could beat you. Like basically, just beating this is like my gold standard for like a good bay that I've cooked on, or that others have cooked on. We also have beat Lynx here. I'm gonna keep it in the defense mode, and I'm gonna actually put it on the medium height to give this thing something to reach for, and give us a reason to use that change height 120. Here we have Drago Destroy, who Fox specifically told me to use it against Drago Destroy because this thing is intended to be used against a left spin to sort of stonewall it and knock it out before it can accelerate too much and try and just sort of beat it in that manner, given the aggressive circle coat type of tip. Here we have Reaping Wraith, my partner Beyblade. Gotta go up against his partner Bay, of course. At least I think this is his partner, I'm not too sure. But just one of his main bays, of course. So there we have Reaping Wraith, of course. And just bringing in Scylla, one of my babies right here, to further go with that sort of left spin thing we just talked about. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the battle. Alright guys, here we go. First starting off against the Big Bang Pegasus, of course. It's going to be my first time using circle coat sharp, so bear with me in learning to launch this thing. The Twinko, shoot. And it seems to have coat sharp performance so far. Oh. So we can see its spin retention ain't that great, but it is also on that circle coat type of performance tip. So the stamina isn't going to be incredible, especially since it's not really worn in or anything yet. This is pretty fresh so far. But you could see it sort of do that sort of swing motion. That wasn't a great example of it, but you could sort of see what I mean right there. That it can do that sort of swing. So hopefully we can get it like a good aggressive launch with it later in the match and have it like just absolutely obliterate Drago or Scylla. and a big collision right there. Some chips went flying from something, but I'm not quite sure what it was. Probably just metal flakes from the massive collision, and this thing being a pretty strong steel bay. And there was a bit of that acceleration we're talking about, led to a self-KO. Go shoot. Dang, this thing, I was talking about the gold standard being Big Bang Pegasus, but it looks like Big Bang is just dismantling this guy right now. Pretty interesting to see that. Usually Big Bang is a pretty good goalpost, but not quite low enough for Fox to be able to get a good upper attack here anyway. Let's try this one more time. And there we go with a good little knockout from Fox. So I believe it's 2-2, I think, in terms of knockouts and outspins and all that. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. This is sort of like the balanced kind of launch, the less aggressive one, where you launch it sort of like a flat ball. It really does just feel like launching flat ball. And of course, Big Bang isn't the best in terms of stamina, so Fox was able to bring it back pretty nicely there, thankfully. So, an alright performance from Fox in that one. Was able to pull it back. It seems pretty balanced so far, but let's see it go up against Beat Lynx here. And of course, as I said, we would be pulling out the tip here into the 145 height to see it face off against Lynx. Hopefully it can reach properly and get a good little knockout. That was a terrible launch, my bad. Doing go shoot. And go shoot. And there we see a nice little aggressive launch right there. That's a pretty easy knockout on Lynx. And very swift KO once again. Let it rip. And it's not even a competition. Lynx just getting dismantled. As soon as you get your launching right with this thing, it is absolutely a monster. Very nice performance from it so far. Alright guys, so let's try and see here if it works against El Drago the way that Fox intended it to. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Jesus. I'm trying to just tilt launch this or something. Looks like El Drago does not like being tilted. And a good showing of the LAD of the Circle Coat Shard, C2S. Outspinning in that stamina off right there. Hopefully I can get that more aggressive launch here. And, geez, alright. Just kind of no-diffed El Drago, though it did kind of come apart there after it flinging itself out the stadium. But repelled El Drago right away. Kind of used it like, didn't sound like a major contact. It was like it used El Drago's rubber against it to just grab on and fling El Drago away. Very cool. Love when that happens, actually. Let's go ahead and I see. Let's collapse the CH120. God, I cannot think of names right now. See if that helps us out with using El Drago here. And once again displaying that LAD, but we did see how Drago almost just started spinning up again there. That would have been interesting, but the LAD coming in clutch there once again. Unfortunately, we didn't see it do that sort of acceleration thing that I wanted to see it do. What Fox was implying it could do, all of that, whatever. Looks like I need to wear down the sharp in the center a little more before it gets to that sort of aggressive point. But right now, it seems very good defensively and LAD wise, being able to sort of stabilize well with the circle and defend really well with the coat sharp. So very cool so far. Let's see it go up against Wraith now. This should be much easier to launch considering I only need one launcher now. Wraith can fit on the clear wheel. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Or on the launcher, I mean. And a quick deflection from the homie Wraith. Looks like he transformed and like immediately just pinged our boy Fox away. Sorry, Fox. Let's see if Wraith continues this glorious knockout streak. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Looks like Wraith did pretty well there. Very nice performance, just tanking it. We saw Fox go into that more aggressive phase, but unfortunately he didn't really get like a good counter attack off. It just kind of stalled until the end, which not great for this bay, it looks like. Let's go ahead and try one more. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Or maybe 2 more if we get some wins with Fox. Or we just see him get kind of no-diffed. Let's try that once again. Let's try just one more against Wraith here. Then we will go in with Scylla. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Wonderful launch from you. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And just a self KO. Alright, Fox. I win this one. Take that for your ego. Anyways, moving on. I know that wasn't entirely fair. I should go and battle Fox himself, which I plan to do at some point in the future. But until then, it's time for Fox to face up against Scylla. Another left spin one. Let's see if it can stonewall these left spins as it was intended to. It would be great if it could stay in the stadium when I launch it. It looks like the sharp already wore out enough. Shoot. And a nice double knockout right there. Looked like Scylla might have been in the stadium just a bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and count it as a draw. Return, go shoot. And go shoot. That felt a bit snipey, so I'm not quite going to count that, but again, it looks like Fox might not be the stonewall counter to left spins that it was planned to be. And okay, part breakage. Will this just assemble back in again? It looks like it'll just friction fit back in for now on the screws. I still need to get a new BB130 track, but yeah, right now it's just gonna have to do with what we have. And of course, I yanked the headphone out of my ear again. Alright, let's try that one more time. Fox versus Scylla. And a very easy knockout from Scylla right there. I would love if these guys can get down to like a stamina. I'm gonna count that as a crash out for Fox considering Scylla broke again. Durability issue from Scylla here, but oh well, I'll just have to get it printed better and maybe glue it in next time instead of just screwing it. Like I have the screws to keep it in place obviously, but I'm probably gonna glue the track together somehow. Looks like Fox was coming unscrewed though during that fight, so oh boy, could see a crash out on that side too. There's the aggression that we've been waiting to see this whole time. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. Of course. Okay. Looks like Scylla's just out of commission at this point, so I'm still going to give that win to Scylla because it kept getting some pretty interesting knockouts, and I know that will get under Fox's skin, so I'm just going to keep it as a victory to Scylla. But no, don't get it twisted. This wheel is super powerful, super broken, and well, not broken, it does feel balanced, but I could definitely make some better combo usage out of this. This is just the combo that Fox wanted me to try out. But there's always different uses for different opponents. I think this is good for what it's trying to do, and like if you use it correctly to like stonewall left spins and just kind of annihilate them immediately. But it just didn't work against Scylla. Scylla's too goated, and Drago Destroy did kind of get messed up by that. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Starfall down in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. I'll also leave a link to Fox's Shapeways down there.